let's talk about the rings, man. You got 3 in 1 week, and
3 in a week.
I don't know if anybody else has ever done that.
That a lot of people, they're not themselves.
Right.
And you're authentically yourself.
Yeah.
But who was your inspiration?
I mean,
The big, almost $1 million fuck up at the WSOP when 4 cards were dealt incorrectly by the dealer.
The table dead in its tracks. Instead of the standard 3 community cards, 4 cards landed face up on the field.
Let's start with, what was WSOP's response?
nothing.
They
What?
didn't respond at all?
No.
Welcome to another episode of Poker Ain't Life. Special edition coming you all the way from Las Vegas for WSOP 2026. Today we have another special guest. Not one ring, Tony.
Not 2
Not-
rings.
My name is Ricky, originally from New York City. I've already won 3 rings here. It's been a great trip.
You know what we call him? 3 ring. Ricky, how many rings you got on right now, Ricky?
Just one right now.
Just one. You left the other 2? You left. So he's gonna bring the other 2 later on.
Yeah.
So, Ricky, what's up, man?
Man, we living, man. We in
Living.
Vegas having a good time. Man, it's just honored to be here, bro.
Yeah, it's an honor. I know you've been planning this for a while also.
For sure,
You've
for
been
sure.
studying for a couple months. So for the people that don't know you, I know everybody's seen you, but for the people that don't know you, like, tell us a little bit about your name, where you're from, and how'd you even get into poker?
Man, my dad used to run a 5-card stud game at the house every Friday night. And I just loved it. Like, I just
How
loved the
many people?
environment. I mean, it was like 15 people.
Damn.
Big money on the table, all cash. And I just knew, like, that was just what I wanted to be around, you know?
Yeah, shout out to Pops, man.
For real.
What's your
for real.
ethnicity, bro?
Haitian.
You're
Haitian.
IT, okay.
Haitian,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then, Mom, y'all need to have a all-time cashes list. I'm putting this out there. Y'all don't have a Haitian all cashes list. Ricky will be leading that shit. I
That's
know
a
too
fact.
many Haitian players that are good. Make the list, man. Make the list.
Let's do
Aren't you like number 5 on Jamaica's list or
Nah, I'm
something?
like number 9 now. Slow down.
Nice, nice. So let's talk about the rings, man. You got 3 in 1 week, and
3 in a week.
I don't know if anybody else has ever done that. How did it feel? What was it like going into it? Oh, we got shots before you. No, let's let him take the shot and then have
the
an
shot?
answer.
All right, let's do it. You might get the raw. You might get a raw. You might not. You might have to edit. All right, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead. Talk to me.
so-
Let's-
How did you feel going in for your first ring? Was it just another tournament? Were
Nah.
you set on winning more than 1 ring? How, like,
What would I went into?
and maybe talk about, like Damien said, you were studying a little bit, or a lot of it.
A lot of it, man.
Yeah.
First of all, I work with a number of different coaches.
Okay.
We could tag them here at the bottom.
Done.
At the end. I mean, poker's really just what I do. You know what I mean? Like, it consumes me. I'm up. If I'm not playing live, I'm either figuring out where or I'm studying. So going to Panama, it was regular scheduled business. I knew, like, there was a full schedule. I was going to play a full schedule. I didn't think the first ring would come in PLO.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy that the next ring was Hold'em.
Yeah.
It was an incredible experience, man. And then winning the MVP for Panama too was great. That was good.
Little golf class. Little golf class for winning the MVP.
Were you your first time going to Panama?
That was my first time in Panama. Yep.
Okay. Now, did you hit any of the other exotic stops like Bahamas, stuff like that?
Yep. Okay. So I'll be, well, actually, let me slow down. I don't know if I'll be at all the WSOP stops now, pending what just happened.
Yeah. Okay.
But I might be at all the WPT stops, you know?
Okay, come through. You got to pull up
Yeah.
to Florida with us, man. Been wanting you to come to Florida. So
Let's do it.
now that we got to talk about the prestige, right?
Yeah.
You're going from rings. Now you're chasing bracelets. Now we going WPT. Like, out of all the rings, out of all the cashes you've had, what was the most prestigious moment that you would say, like, damn, this means the most to me? Was it the PLO ring? What was it? Most prestigious moment? I know you were a cash player too, so.
So ring number 2 was pretty cool because there were 7 players left and I had gotten I got a 3-round penalty. And during the penalty, I told them, listen, I'm going to come back from this penalty and I'm going to win this entire tournament.
Talk your shit,
And that's exactly what I
Talk your
did. So
shit,
that felt
King.
really good.
What's your next goal? Bracelet hunting, I'm assuming?
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely here. We're going to get a bracelet. I'm going to play, I just want to keep growing as a player. I think the big thing for me this summer was to make a statement, and we're 1 week in, and I already made that statement. You know,
on the big stage.
On the biggest stage, so just gotta keep going.
Yeah, and speaking of the big stage, man, that stage is crazy. Like, I've played on stream. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous my first time playing on stream. You're scared about like making mistakes. At any point, like playing on stream, were you worried about mistakes? Was the lights changing? You was locked in the whole time. You kept saying the same thing.
Yeah, I was
2
so
words.
dialed in.
I belong.
I belong.
I belong. You kept saying that shit. I belong. And had me in the bathroom waking up like, I belong. So it's like, that's the statement right now.
That was the statement. I belong. Yeah.
And you felt real comfortable.
So comfortable.
One of the things I saw you say was like, if I lose right now, it'll mean nothing to me.
Nothing.
Nothing. Just shrug it off. Mean nothing. So at this point, what's more important? Is it the money or the prestige of the name?
It's definitely the prestige and everything else that comes with it. To just like, I know I belong. I know where I'm supposed to be. And I'm just happy the world get to see it too. You know.
There we go, on the world's biggest stage. You're making a statement. I won't be shocked if you get there, and then get there again, and then get there again, and then look back on this interview 4 or 5 years ago.
For sure.
I'm like, this is where it all started.
Let's do it.
So, one more question before I turn it over to Tony. Like, who's your inspiration in poker right now? I feel like everybody has an inspiration. I feel you're going to be an inspiration for other people later on.
For sure.
You're young, you got the swag, you got the style, you connected with the right people, you talk your shit. Like, there's a certain level of swag as just being an African-American poker player that a lot of people, they're not themselves.
Right.
And you're authentically yourself.
100%.
Tony's authentically yourself. I'm authentically myself. We're all ourselves. And a lot of people, like, either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
But who was your inspiration?
I mean, it's my brother for sure. That's somebody I looked up to, somebody I emulated. He was the best at everything, you know? So, always gave me that confidence that, like, I belong. At everything, even with basketball, every time. So
I heard you was a killer in ball too.
I was a killer. I was a dog.
Test that one out.
I was a killer.
You know, I got my money over here. My whole roll, take the wallet.
Tony might be in trouble.
Tony, I ain't gonna lie, Tony. Here's the wallet. My money on this side.
That's right.
But so your brother, right?
Yeah, my brother Marley.
Everybody got that inspiration.
For
you
sure,
always
for sure.
say, love you, Marley.
Love
all
you,
your
Marley.
posts too. And for everybody that don't know, this is my dogs. This ain't just like a regular interview. It's my dogs, right?
For sure.
So, like, yeah, everybody got that inspiration. Shout out to Marley. Shout out to the inspiration.
I appreciate that, bro.
Who's the better poker playing 5-card star? Was it you, Pops, Marley? I gotta ask. That was in the basement with like
my mom, for sure. Yeah, my mom was a killer. Yeah, she don't play no more, but my mom, Michelle, yeah. She's tough, bro. Yeah. For sure.
So, let's talk about the African American aspect, right? Does poker have a black problem?
And you know poker has a black problem. You know that.
Yeah.
And it's bigger than people think. I'm not gonna come here and like really outline it, you know what I mean, here.
Let them do the work.
Yeah, for sure. But
But
I think I'll be the first person to make that statement, you know what I mean? But there's a big black problem in the poker world. I mean, I experienced it in Panama, like every stage. Like, I think even with this incident that just happened, if there was somebody different, I think the outcome, the situation, the response would have been different. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. They would have took a second, a third, and maybe even a fourth opinion.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nothing I'm not used to.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah, that's
I belong.
We're here.
They belong. So, what everybody wants to know, hot off the press, everybody's talking about it. The big, almost $1 million fuck up at the WSOP when 4 cards were dealt incorrectly by the dealer.
The WSOP GG Poker Millions event has sparked a debate in the poker community. Everything was set for a pivotal confrontation, one that would indeed become pivotal, but for all the wrong reasons. The hand in question began simple enough. Bobby James raised to 120,000 from the cutoff, holding ace-9 offsuit. Ricky Landais, sitting with only 340,000 chips in his stack, looked down at ace-king off. Ricky Landais correctly went all in. James, not about to fold to such a small amount, made the call. The dealer began to spread the flop, and what came out stopped the table dead in its tracks. Instead of the standard 3 community cards, 4 cards landed face up on the felt. Rather than reshuffling the entire deck, the ruling was that the 4 misdealt flop cards would be scrambled face down and one of them would be selected as a burn card. This is technically the standard procedure. Sadly for Ricky, the burn card chosen was the King of Diamonds. The turn came the Eight of Hearts.
Oh my goodness.
And then came the river, the Seven of Clubs. Bobby James had completed his straight.
Oh my God.
No, this is not right. This is not right.
This is one of the worst things that I have ever seen.
Let's start with, what was WSOP's response?
Nothing.
They
What?
didn't respond at all?
No.
Absolutamente nada.
Nada. WSOP, the response was, hey, it happens. Let's move on. Like,
So they never made an official Twitter response, nothing about
the
it.
official response was, their stance was, the rule was followed, and that's it.
Wow.
You know, but the rules weren't followed, by the way. Don't want to talk about it, but you guys should check out Phil the Beast's post.
Yeah.
The rules weren't followed, you know, and
also I heard there was another card burned. There was 2 cards burned.
so WSOP executive came out and said right away that it wasn't.
Okay.
But to what I've seen, I think there was, and to what other people have seen, we think there is.
Even the player said it himself.
Even the player said it himself, right? So just release the video.
Yeah, they have the footage of everything.
Yeah.
Release the video. Let us actually make a decision for ourselves.
For
But
sure.
even if they look at the video, right? Like, if you think of sports, they go back, they check the tapes, right?
Right.
If there's a crucial call, even if they get the call wrong, here's what happened in sports, right? They go back, they say the referee was wrong or we made this call wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
It was even to a point where they played a game over or they took a point back if
Yeah.
the tape was wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my question to you, I mean, I know how I feel about it. I'm emotional, especially when I drink. So you my dog, so
Yeah.
I know how I feel, but in your eyes, what could WSOP do to make it up to you?
I mean, that's not a small mistake, right?
It's
Like,
not.
I think the easy way to look at it is that mistake might have cost me 10,000, which was the next pay jump, or it could have cost me 1.1 million. So it's somewhere between 10,000 and 1.1
It's a
million,
big
right?
range, life changing.
Yeah. So then, like, it's the response is somewhere in between there. And I'm willing to have the conversation and see.
Absolutely.
But the response wasn't they didn't have the right response so far.
Well, you know what I think would be fair? And as a growing influence, I see a lot of influencers with no influence get $30,000 for a circuit stop. You came up and you played a circuit stop and did your thing. If we're giving influencers with no influence $30,000 just to promote a brand, you went viral. I'm seeing tens of thousands of dollars in views and shares and content and comments. And my eye, you are overnight influencer. So I think what would be fair for WSOP is to give you a $30,000 ticket package like they give all the influencers, let you go to any circuit stop the same way they would. If you had a big following, they give you $30,000 and they're
Right.
not even as good as you. They're not making the impact that you're doing and they're not spreading the awareness of the brand that you're doing. So I think what would be fair is a $30,000 package like they do everybody else. Let you play that at a circuit stop, let you play the events like they do everybody else with no influence.
Right.
And I think that would be fair. How you feel about that?
I would not be happy with that, but that's a good start.
Yeah.
You know,
we can start there.
Yeah, we'll have a conversation. Like
1.1
is life changing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
30,000 is not life changing money. So
Absolutely.
we'll have a conversation. You know,
I think so.
Yeah.
My thing is that they're giving randoms that, they should give you way more.
For sure.
At least give you something instead of
sure.
leave you empty-handed.
We broke the internet
With
for
no
sure.
response is insane. Did you see that Faraz? Something similar happened with Faraz?
Oh yeah. I actually talked to Faraz and he told me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 4-card flop.
4-card flop.
It's happened again too. It's like WSOP has
after you?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
In a much similar, like it's 1,500. It's the 1,500,
Yeah, yeah.
and there was
money.
like thousands of players, so it wasn't
So
not
it's like
the same
early.
magnitude. Yeah, early.
Yeah.
But yeah, WSOP has a problem. They got to fix it, and
So WSOP didn't respond, but you did. You put out an official statement on Twitter.
well, first thing I wanted to let the dealer know that like I'm not like this has nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
You know, she works for a company who assumes her liability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the one thing that I wanted people to think about is, right, mistakes happens, accidents happens for sure,
Yep.
right? Every major company, every major corporation in the U.S., right, if they have an accident, they are held liable.
Yeah.
If you fly on American and the pilot plane goes down, American Airline is responsible for that. There is no difference here. That accident cost me potentially life-changing money. WSOP is responsible for that. Right? So that's the way I look at it. Some people agree, some people disagree. But you can't tell me with 16 big blinds and those 22 players left, I would have been all right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so you said there's a bigger issue here. And a couple people in the comments were saying, what's the bigger issue? And I like that you didn't answer it right there, because obviously you could answer it here. So what was the bigger issue? Is it?
We still probably can't answer it yet.
Yeah, okay.
But there's some bigger issues for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to Maurice too. That's my dogs. Maurice says something I think about all the time. One of the things he said in his interview with us was, I gotta work twice as hard to make the same amount of money. And I feel like we always got a bigger hurdle, and we gotta do double the work to make the same money as everybody else. Double the freaking hurdle, and that's what makes us tough. So with that being said, it's like, damn, this is your statement. We're going to keep it nice and brief so we get back to the cabana.
Yeah, let's do it.
Back to vibing with everything else.
For sure.
So we're going to end it off, Tony, with the $1 million question, my boy. The whole poker in life started off with Damien saying poker ain't life.
After losing 60 bands.
After losing 60 bands, depressed in Texas.
Still depressed.
And I, slowly moving towards that side, but I was a big advocate for poker is life. So, Ricky, what we want to ask you is poker life or is poker ain't life?
Guys, I gotta be honest. Poker is life for me.
Poker,
There you go.
Yeah. Poker is life.
Poker is life. You got a statement and a legacy you're building.
Yeah, for sure.
Completely understand.
Yeah, for sure. We got some things we about to do.
A great interview, Ricky.
Appreciate you.
And appreciate you taking the time. And hopefully we're on that rail for that bracelet this summer.
It's coming. It's coming.
And poker is life.
Someone special you want to dedicate this success to?
If there's just one I had to choose, it would be my brother, Marley, who passed away in 2018. And I told him that I would do this.
It's my brother for sure. That's somebody I looked up to, somebody I emulated. He was the best at everything. It's my brother for sure.
How does it feel to dominate like this?
It's an incredible feeling. I came here with this goal. Honestly, I'm speechless.